What's up, Cigar Junkies? It's your boy Carson. I am the Ashhead, and you are the Cigar Junkies, and I'm glad that you're here to see this week's video as I smoke and review the Kristoff Cameroon on Ashhead TV today. And what a great looking cigar we got for you guys today. We got a pigtail that's a little bit, you can see that it's a little bit shifted to the side a little bit. I'm going to try not to cut it and just break that pigtail off. And it also has a closed foot as well. And this pigtail broke off successfully. I'm not going to test the draw because I do have a closed foot on this particular cigar that is wrapped in a African Cameroon wrapper and a Dominican Habano binder and Dominican and Nicaraguan Habano fillers on this cigar. I went into Cigars and More with intentions to find a Cameroon cigar, and one of the first ones I saw was this one, so I grabbed it and I said this will be a great cigar to review because hey, I really do like the Cameroon tobacco. With the closed foot, something that I like to do, I just like to go, not heat the foot up too much. I just like to taste that wrapper by itself for the first time, especially that Cameroon wrapper, because it packs a whole lot of good sweetness. But now I'm just gonna light her up since I already got a little bit of light on it using my matches today. Sometimes you just got to do it a little different. Lots of thick smoke. Initially some little earthy taste off the beginning of this cigar. Let's smoke it down and give these tobaccos time to heat up and merge all together. And we're going to talk about some flavor notes and talk about a little bit more football. No matter what the binder or the fillers are, the Cameroon wrapper always seems to be the star of the show. Anytime I smoke a cigar that has a Cameroon wrapper on it, I can always taste that distinct creamy but nuttiness and some sweetness, but I can never really pinpoint what that sweet flavor note is. I can just taste that sweet tobacco flavor note that tastes very familiar, but can never put a name or a tag a certain flavor note to that sweetness that I taste when I'm smoking a cigar that has a Cameroon wrapper on it. But guys, on last Friday, I want to thank you guys for showing up in the premiere, and I want to thank all the interaction in the comments. This was probably that Friday's video had more interaction comment wise than any other video that I have posted, and I want to thank you guys also. My picks last Friday. My boy Andrew Barrett, big shout out to Andrew Barrett, pointed out that I went 3 for 4 on my picks for last Saturday. And if you watching this video and you didn't see last Friday's video, I'm talking about the football picks, because SEC football started this past weekend and I made my picks for all the SEC games that were played this past weekend. So I went 3 for 4 on my picks. Wow, that's good. That's good. So, guys, I want you guys to jump into the comments the same way you did with Friday's video. Jump into the comments, man. Tell me what your team is. Maybe you may feel like I'm just being biased because all I talked about was SEC football and there are some other football that's going on. Tell me what your team is. Let me know if you want me to highlight other conferences and other teams, as well as maybe the NFL as well. So let me know on that. NFL, Raider Nation, for me, let me know what your team is, if you want me to highlight those teams. And come Friday, I'm going to give my picks again. And if you want me to include those other conferences or even the NFL, I will include my picks with those other conferences as well as the NFL, if that's what you guys want. I'm only going to do it based upon what I see in the comments from this video. So I'm going to smoke this cigar down into the second third, and I'll be right back with some more flavor notes. Cigar is performing very, very well. It's a very got a slow burn to it, which I am enjoying thoroughly. Guys, I just wanted to come back. If you guys do like Cameroon cigars or cigars with the Cameroon tobacco, here is another one that I recommend, the La Aurora Cameroon. It is a very, very good cigar as well. So, guys, okay. On Friday's video, I made my picks, and I'll just go through my picks. I'll go through the scores that I predicted, and then I will tell you guys the actual as to what it was. So on Friday, my pick for the Auburn versus Kentucky game, my score prediction was 31-14. The actual was 29-13. My Florida Ole Miss, I picked Florida over Ole Miss, and the actual was, or my score prediction was 42-7. The actual was Florida won, of course, and the score was 51-35. That was not the game I thought that both teams would score very high. That wasn't. So that was a surprise. Here's another surprise for me. First of all, I was surprised at the reason why LSU was ranked 6 and not 1, because I remember LSU being the national champions, but number 6 ranked LSU, I picked them to win over Mississippi State. My score prediction was 21-6. The actual was 44-34. Mississippi State. Wow. Georgia, Arkansas, my prediction was 27-14, and the actual was Georgia 37-10. The Alabama, Missouri game, my prediction was 42-27, and the actual was Alabama for the win for 38-14. The Tennessee, South Carolina game, I had picked South Carolina to win. My score prediction was 14-12. The actual was 31-27 Tennessee. And the Vandy and Texas A&M game, I had picked Vandy. I said that was going to be the upset game, and my score prediction was 26-21, but the actual was Texas A&M 17-12. So that was the recap of this past weekend's college football games in the SEC. Man, it was very, very exciting, and it was very, very fun doing those picks and having you guys interact with me doing those picks. And it was very fun going back, reading the comments and responding to you guys' comments as well as it relates to football. But stay tuned, because Friday I'm gonna make my picks for the upcoming weekend, and I want you guys to make your picks as well. Guys, this cigar is a very, very complex cigar. Something very interesting happened while still all happening in the first third of this cigar. The flavor notes started not to so much change, but there were additional flavor notes that came in. That cedar taste and kind of like a cinnamon spice, which I kind of since that nuttiness was still there, I call it more like a nutmeg spice that kind of lingers or stays here in the presence of the cigar, but still at the same time being a very, very creamy cigar with all this complexity that's going on. And I mentioned before that the Cameroon wrapper is the star of the show, but that Dominican binder and those Dominican fillers are letting you know that I am present and accounted for, and that Nicaraguan filler gives that added spice to say, hey, don't forget about me. I'm here to add another level of complexity. I'm gonna smoke this cigar down to the final third, and I'll be back to let you know if this cigar is nub worthy or not. Cigar continued to be a great cigar from the second third all the way up to the final third of this cigar. Guys, amazing output, amazing smoke output, that is, amazing draw just by breaking the pigtail off. Didn't have any problems with the draw whatsoever. The complexity of this cigar has stood out and has been phenomenal, guys, from the creaminess to the nuttiness to the pepper bomb that hit me right there in the second third and then just slightly went away and just formed itself into just nice hints of pepper along with that nutmeg flavor, along with that creaminess. Guys, this cigar has been exceptional, and this cigar is definitely a nub worthy cigar that I recommend that you go try. The Kristoff Cameroon cigar. This is one that you can add to your humidor, so you can always have that go-to Cameroon cigar that you can smoke. Hey, this has been another good one. Ashhead out.
I got the money and power. Now none of these can see us. I'm rocking furs on first. I'm probably beefing with Peter. I got a pair to leave her. It's probably cheaper to keep her. I keep about 20 racks inside the land truck and slide. I keep 20 racks on the